Greetings, ladies and gentlefish, and welcome back to Final Fantasy IX, and we find ourselves once again in the Hall of Pandemonium. Zidane has stopped being a whiny little so-and-so, and so we have formed a party. In this particular case, it's Zidane. You have to take Zidane with you, and then we've gone for Dagger, Vivi, and Steiner. Just because, well, so just a quick note about party setup. Most of the time you have to take Zidane with you. I always then like to take a healer, be it Ico or Dagger. I say always, most of the time I like to take a healer, be it Ico or Dagger, and then two other characters of your choice, my choice. That's how I usually form parties. It just gives you a well-rounded mix then. Right, so we've got nothing else to do. We collected the Holy Mitre, I believe. Pretty sure we did. Don't know why I'm checking you. You won't be able to equip it. There we go, Holy Mitre. Yes, it's a holy hat. Congratulations. So, sorry. The only thing left for us to do now, and you'll notice, by the way, we can't go back. We can't go back to Branbal or any other region of Terra. That might tell you how long this place is. Anyway, right, so we get to this segment here. Now, if you just follow this through to the end, I'm just doing this for the sake of you seeing, you get to this and you can't go any further. So what you have to do is go over here and push a switch. Now, when you push a switch, each of these little lamp things will light up and a column of light will come out. They will light up, go dim, and turn up at another one, and so on. You'll see when I do it. What you have to do is make it from here to out of this room here. Whoops, didn't mean to actually exit. In a certain period of time. I think it's about 15 seconds or 30 seconds or something. If you hit one of these beams of light as you go, you'll get embroiled in a battle, and that will waste your time. So basically you need to do it without hitting any of the beams of light. So, let's go. You found a button, press it. Turned up right next to me. Haha, it's 30 seconds you get, and this first attempt is a fail. But you hopefully get the general idea. The battles are against, I think it's just against generic bad guys, or is it always, yeah, it's just Shell Dragon, no, whatever shall I do, it's a Shell Dragon. So we're just going to squish this guy in the face. And he uses Smash! And there we go. Sorry about that. Bazaga at it. These things are often weak to ice damage. Hit it with my fist. Oh, I wish he'd stop using Smash. Jesus Christ. Oh well. Zidane should be able to restore a lot of that back because auto regen is a thing. And we'll just heal up Steiner. You can see that of all the characters, Steiner is easily hitting for the least at the moment. Now this is a proper Shell Dragon, if you will, not the one that Zidane went against earlier on, and as a result it tends to pack more in the way of hit points, or more in the way of defence I should say, and possibly hit points, I'm not quite sure. It has very high defence, as you might expect from an opponent like this, so you tend to find that your physical attacks don't do a huge amount of damage. So Vivi is kind of being the star of the show here. There we go, and he kills him. Hey, people learn things. Right, let me just fill with people's equipment. So you learn Bahamut, let's go with Auto Float. You learned High Tide, so next is, I guess, Ability Up and Accuracy Plus. Learned that. So we'll throw some Diamond Armor on. Alert, anything to replace replace that? Yes. Clear-headed, MP attack or accuracy plus. Let's go with the gold helm for now. And the coral sword we can replace with the diamond sword. Hurrah! Okay, there we go. We try this again, and you get the idea. I'm just going to heal some people. Because that thing does hit relatively hard. There we go. That'll do. Let's go again. Oh. And my controller gets stuck. I was trying not to run past that particular column of light, but like I say, the controller stick gets a little bit stuck, and it's a shell dragon again. Now I don't believe it's always a shell dragon, but well, in this case it is, go figure. So let's just pummel it in the face. Use the summon command. Ah. Okay, the Shell Dragon also uses Snort, which blows a character away. Now, it doesn't kill them, but it does render them inactive for the rest of that battle. I mean, they don't take any part, which is kind of annoying. They will be back for the next battle, but yeah, it can be problematic. Now, I believe it only counters physical attacks with Snort, so Vivi should... No, never mind. I take it back. There goes Vivi. Oh dear. And then Dagger's left casting Cure on a couple of characters who really don't need it. Just the two of them then. Smash. And Zidane's going back on 1 health. Oh, really? Wow. Alright, we're doing this then. Now, it's slightly frustrating that they don't actually, Snort doesn't actually kill the target, because it means you can't res them, you can't get them back. So it has snorted all of my 3 other characters, leaving Dagger alone. So she's going to summon Shiva at its face. Here's Diamond Dust, by the way, because I haven't really done a summon yet this game so far. And there we go. It's probably not going to do that much damage, but you know, we'll see. 4,500. Okay, it did a reasonable amount, and enough to kill it. You're cold as ice achievement unlocked. So Dagger has to solo it in the end, because everyone else gets blown away, and she's the only one therefore who gets experience. So she's going to level up twice. Oh god. Right, controller, behave. Now, I'm not too worried about her MP because I have plenty of ethers if it's necessary. 84 of them. But it's slightly irritating that for various reasons I'm getting kind of shafted doing this time around. Right. There we go. Now, in order to get caught in the light, because there's a light bridge and you have to reach the other side in the time limit, in order to get caught by the light beam, you have to actually be above the light source. Basically, if you cross the light beam, you get shafted. And you come here. Hurrah! And this is a bit weird. Let's just try going left to start off with, and you'll see the problem. Right, you have a series of lift platforms. And that machine back there controls the aforementioned lift platforms. So, if you go up here, you need the lifts to actually take you somewhere. So, each of these is a place where a lift comes. Now, I'm not going to waste my time putting in the combinations that don't take you anywhere useful. So, we're going to start by entering the number 3. And then you just cancel it. And then you go to the 3rd ramp. It was the number 3, so that's 1 ramp, 2 ramps, and the third ramp, where the lift is, and away you go. And no, it's not that way. Somewhere around here. Be rewarded with a lot of money. You go up here, you catch the lift. You go up here, you catch the lift again. The lift takes you up to a treasure chest. That's it. And this treasure chest gives you 20,007 gil. Is that a lot of money? Yes, of course it's a lot of money. But, it's money that's going to come in handy. And now we're going to go back to the control room. And what bad guy are we going to encounter this time? It's... oh, it's an Abaddon. Okay. Bug killer ability, I guess, can also be useful here. Virus fly. Oh, we're going to get rid of that virusing. Zidane's actually going to steal from this guy, and Vivi's going to cast Osmos at him, because Vivi wants some MP back, and then he's going to cast magic in his face. Stole a Garnet, cool. There we go, 61 MP. And Blade would do damage, except it missed. So we're just going to beat this guy in the face. The reason I'm using Ice Magic a lot is that a lot of your opponents tend to be weak. A lot of the stronger opponents in the game tend to be weak to Ice. So if in doubt, it's a decent element to default to. Now I don't think this guy actually has any elemental weaknesses. And High Wind, which does some damage across the board, and is dead. There we go. Zidane gets the killing blow. And Vivi learns some magics, and people learn some stuff. Again, check equipment. And so now we'll go with the defense gloves. Wearing diamond armor at the moment. Don't really have anything better to wear, so I'll keep the diamond armor on. And oh, Vivi hasn't learned Blizzagi yet. Okay, fair enough. So now that we have HP up 20%, I'm going to consider rejigging my abilities slightly. No, we're going to save it for now. Alright, down we go. Oops, wrong way. Down to here, then we need to catch the lift from here, and it will take us back down to the control room. Hey, we gained some money, hurrah! So, that's the first thing you can get. Now, there isn't actually that much to acquire from this place. So, we've gone with setting it to 3. That's, as far as I'm aware, the only fancy treasure chest you can actually get from it. So, we're now going to set it to 4. And then we're going to come out of here and jump on the first lift, or the first platform that we come across. And all the way up here. Nope, wrong place. Let's just keep going. Is it here that we call it from? Nope, it's over there. Alright, fine. I'll get there eventually. Then if you go up one floor, that takes you out of this segment. And to a weird bit here. Now, if you balls up that previous part too much, your party splits up and you end up changing perspective between party members and it all gets a little bit funky. So I would recommend against funkiness. Now, this is actually a teleport pad. We are going to do some things before we worry about the fact that it is a teleport pad. Hang on, just before we do that. Yeah, we will do this actually. There's a couple of items we can get here. So it's a bit of a maze of teleports around this area. Now we're going to take this one. Again, there are some treasure chests that we can get here. So that takes us down here to one treasure chest. Received an elixir! Hey! And then if we go this way... we can get another treasure chest. And this contains a Carbini mail, which allow a piece of armour that allows either Steiner or Freya, because they're the only two who can equip mail, to learn auto regen. So I'm going to give it to Steiner. And now we're going to fiddle around with some abilities a little bit. Doesn't need distract. Let's get rid of bird killer for now. Auto regen. Okay, stick with that for now. And then we're just going to take this teleporter back up. And then we're just going to take this teleporter back to the teleporter where we were. Oh, yes, go down one floor. And we are back over here. So now we come down and we're going to go to the bottom over here. And there's a teleport section for us to take up here. If you're wondering what happens if you go this way, this is just a different teleporter. It takes you to the previously... I'll just show you where it takes you actually. It's easier than talking about it. So yeah, seem familiar? This takes you back to this area and you just get yourself sort of... lost is not the right word, but it doesn't go anywhere. Right, so we're just going to go back here. Now we want to head downward to this teleporter. Use this one. And we turn up over yonder. And we're just going to move on from here. And we need to go, I think it's this way. I say we need to go, we're going to go this way, I think it is. Because there's another item I want to get from this area. That should take us up there, yep, cool. And this is the last treasure chest for now. And we receive some battle boots. We've already got some, but you know, the more the merrier, I guess. Back down. And back down. Right, we have now done everything we can do, basically, before continuing in the plot. So let's just kill this bad guy, get up to that Moogle you can see, save our game, and prepare for things to come. Oh, back attack, really? And it's a Marlboro, everyone's favourites, okay. Have to do everyone separately in 9 to get them to change row. Virus tentacles! Oh no, not the tentacles. Right, we're just going to wait a moment. Absorb. Okay, we're going to do a cura on the entire party. And then we're going to plonk it with Zidane. We're going to use a vaccine on Vivi. And then Vivi's going to smack it in the face with some magics. Eat magics, Marlboro. Eat magics. Absorb. It uses absorb a lot, which gets kind of irritating. Just a case of wailing on the blighter till it dies. It's got around about 10,000 health. Blizzaga. In fact, actually, Vivi should probably cast Drain. That would restore his hit points anyway. Never mind. There we go, it's dead. Bye, Marlboro. They're not as nasty an opponent in 9 as they are in some of the other Final Fantasy games. But Bad Breath is still a horrible move that you don't want used on you, so there is that. Also, lots of things have been learned and people have leveled, isn't that nice? Cool. You can learn Odin's sword. That's fine. Okay. Right, have I got anything better than the Octagon Rod? I have. I've got the High Mage Staff, which allows Vivi to learn Meteor, so we're going to equip it. Let's go with Healer from the Garnet. And there we go. Okay. Right. Let me actually just quickly heal people. There we go, we're good, we're golden. So we're just going to take this upper teleport, and that will take us over here. Take the next teleport along, that will take us up here. And then we're going to talk to a Moogle. Mognet, give Mosme a letter. A letter from Moorock? I wonder what about. From Moorock to Mosme. This is my first time using Mognet, and my first letter, Kupo. What should I write about? Kupo? What the heck was all that about? Kupo? Right. I'm going to throw a tent at these peeps. What are you laughing at? Yeah, Moogle Night Night indeed. Right. Now, you have an opportunity to switch party members. You are going to encounter a trio, yes, a trio of boss fights. You cannot change equipment or abilities between them, so you want to prepare for it now. I'll stick with the characters that I've got, just for the sake of ease and argument and whatnot. You have to take Zidane, the others are optional. I would recommend Zidane plus 1 healer plus 2 characters of your choice. Now, you have to be a little careful about equipping them here. You want to equip items that reduce or absorb wind damage. You want to use the locomotion ability to mitigate the stop status effect. Bird Killer, Dragon Killer, Man Eater will all be useful. Okay, so bear those in mind. Firstly, let's equip some peeps. So, Vivi is equipped with a Coronet, which completely eliminates wind damage. The other option is to go with his Octagon Rod, which actually absorbs wind damage, which is quite funny. So he is sorted with the wind damage from. What about... Okay, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, so we are going to equip our other characters appropriately. We're going to keep the Whale Whisker, Red Hat. Anything here that can reduce or absorb wind damage is what we're going to go for. Wind damage reduced by 50%. Probably going to go with that then. Wind damage reduced... Oh, there's another Coronet, of course. But the others can't use Lamia's Tiara, so I'm going to equip Lamia's Tiara on you. Then we're going to have... he's using... Okay, so we're not. We're going to equip the Coronet. Screw it. So now both of my mages are immune to wind damage. Good start. I mean, other elemental resistances are also a good idea, I'd like to point out. But wind damage is definitely one you want to pay attention to. So we're just going to focus on wind for now. Raises wind, I don't want it to raise. Okay, so that reduces wind damage by 50%, the gold choker. Absorbs water and wind. There we go, there's another one. So I'm going to give the ribbon to Zidane. So he now no longer cares, and then it's just Steiner that we have to worry ourselves with. And I'm actually going to keep the equipment he's got because he's got a Fire, Ice, Thunder damage reduction there, and he's learning abilities, so I'll take advantage of that. Any other elemental resistances are also a good idea, especially Thunder and Holy, mainly Thunder. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I've got the main one, so wind resistance. Now, let's have a look at abilities. Okay. Let's get rid of Distract for now. I'm just going to unequip most of my abilities, and then we'll worry about it. Now, there are no more regular fights for you for a while. It's just these 3 bosses. So, we want the Locomotion ability. There we go. We also want Bird Killer. We want Man Eater. Zidane, I'm going to have doing a lot of stealing, so let's go with Bandit. We've got Auto Regen. Auto Haste is not a terrible idea. Most of these bosses are not really going to use physical attacks, so I'm not so worried about Distract. Master Thief I could definitely go with. Let's go for Master Thief. And then we can just have Gamble Defense to round things off. Dagger! We've got Auto Regen. Let's unequip Healer for now. Don't need Loudmouth, don't need Insomniac. Don't need Antibody. Right, boss fights in this game don't generate any experience. There is no point having level up equipped. And actually you're not going to get many ability points either, so you could argue that ability up isn't going to be hugely useful, but I'll keep it for now. We're going to go with Locomotion. That's really it. She doesn't need much else. In which case, screw it, we will have level up because it will be useful another time. I don't want to forget about it. Let's go with Chemist. That increases the potency of healing items. Throw a healer on there in case it becomes useful. And High Tide. Go. Dagger is next. Sorry, Steiner is next. Auto Regen is also incredibly useful, so, you know, if you can, go with it. You need Locomotion. There we go. Again, let's not worry about level up for now, or ability up. There are bigger priorities. Don't need Devil Killer. So we want Bird Killer and Man Eater. We're going to go HP up 20%. We've got Auto Regen. cover. There aren't many physical attacks, it's kind of pointless. So we're then going to go level up. No, we want ability up rather than level up for this particular scenario. And anything else we got left over? Oh, let's throw some stuff into accuracy plus, more useful. And there's no statuses on the diamond sword to add, so that will do. And finally VV. Right, we don't need insomniac, we don't need antibody, we don't need loudmouth. Clear-headed. Locomotion even, sorry, I had a bit of a brain fart. Now, VV's got return magic, basically he counters magic, throws the spell back at the enemies. You have to be a little careful about using that against opponents who are elemental in nature and they sort of absorb that element, or that can be a problem. But I mean, I could go with auto life, but I don't really think I need it. So, and that would be nullifies magic element, irrelevant. So yeah, we're actually going to go return magic, I think. Yeah, let's go return magic. And healer. There we go, that'll do. I don't really want auto potion. Right, so that's my party set up for the impending boss fights. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. So, with all that said and done, I mean, you have the option to switch party members if you want. As I said, I'm going to stick with the party members that I've got. And we're just going to save our game and call this episode here. I know this has been maybe slightly on the short side, not the most interesting episode in the world, but if I tag on the next bit, it's just going to get too long. So, we'll stop here. Join us next time as we, well, finally get to the end, quote unquote, of Terra. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.